All right, are we good to go? Then good evening and welcome to our graduation awards. My name is Rod Eason. I'm Vice President of Enrollment and Student Affairs, and we're coming to you live from Dalby Hall on the campus of Maharishi International University in Fairfield, Iowa, the home of consciousness-based education. Now, normally this hall that seats nearly 300 would be filled to capacity with parents, family, and friends of all our graduates, as it is every year for this event. But tonight, the hall is nearly empty. And we all know the reason for that. And we all know about the COVID-19 precautions that the university has had in place for several months now to ensure everybody's health and safety. So, for our graduation awards this year, we're going to make it a virtual event. And we're streaming live to you now by Zoom and by YouTube. And we're connected with hundreds of our students who are unable to be here tonight, to hundreds more in our rapidly expanding online programs throughout the United States and throughout the world, as our student body proudly represents more than 80 different nationalities. We're also connected to our alumni and to our distinguished trustees, faculty, staff, university donors, and well-wishers, both near and far. So even though this is a virtual event, the reality is that we're more connected with our global MIU family tonight than ever before. So thank you for tuning in and for joining us in this celebration of student success and achievement. As many of you know, the attainment of a college degree is no small task in any year, but especially in this year and in this semester, where our students have faced enormous challenges and uncertainty. And I'm here to tell you tonight that they have responded admirably. They have exhibited great resilience and fortitude in the face of continual change. They've stayed positive, focused on their studies, and at the same time, they've watched out over each other, and in so doing have created lasting bonds of friendship. So we're here to celebrate their success. Tomorrow we'll be conferring degrees upon more than 400 of our students. And tonight we're going to be honoring some of the best and brightest among them. Those students who have earned distinction and honors, the highest GPAs, all-around academic excellence, leadership, and participation in all aspects of consciousness-based education. You'll hear from their faculty, who will be presenting the degrees in our various academic departments, and you'll hear from the students themselves, who can share with you a little bit of their MIU experience. So, let's get started. Our first degree, our first award, beginning with the highest first, is the Development of Consciousness Award, in recognition of one of our founding goals and a cornerstone in consciousness-based education. And for that, I'd like to call upon Dr. Karen Aoki, co-director of the Dharma Center and professor of Maharishi Vedic Science and Sanskrit.
Good evening. I'm thrilled to present this Development of Consciousness Award to Alifair Turner. This award is fitting for someone who transferred from the University of Chicago after learning transcendental meditation so she could really pursue consciousness-based education. And this is what she came to do. So this is taken straight out of her proposal for her individualized major degree. She came here to integrate the inner silence of pure consciousness with the dynamic flow of everyday activity. So Within 1 year, she learned the TM City program. She completed the TM Teacher Training program, and she's here to collect her degree, give the salutatorian address tomorrow, and then ship out as soon as the TM centers are open. And most likely, you'll be doing the Healing the Healers initiative in Chicago. So she'll be teaching TM to those who are on the front line, serving those who are affected by COVID-19. So it's my great pleasure to bring Alifair to the stage, and you're a treasure to all of us. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Karen, for such a lovely introduction, and also for being absolutely amazing. I'll be brief because I mainly just want to thank everyone who has been guiding me to this exact moment. First and foremost, I express the fullest gratitude and devotion from the depths of my heart to Maharishi and Guru Dev and the Holy Tradition for preserving this supreme knowledge and for making it accessible in our modern world. I'd like to thank my TM teacher, Tegan, for opening the door to the practice and to this university, all of my wonderful professors during my first year of coursework, my academic advisors, Paula Armstrong, John Collins, and Kathy Guarini. I'd like to especially thank my friend and mentor, Karen Aoki, for serving as my recommending governor last summer as I embarked upon TTC. Her wisdom and drive were so inspirational, and she kept me on track through the entire process. I'll also thank the rest of my board of governors, Karen, of course, Tom Agnes, John Collins, Johan Svensson, Olga Hopkins, and Wally DeVazier. Also, my mentors in Maharishi Foundation and from the teacher training course, Leonard Hintz, Raja Jan, Dennis Rowe, Sherry Lanier, Ajaya Srivastava, Natalia Korotenko, Leander Fleming, and Raja Graham and Raylene. I'd like to thank my family for understanding when I decided to completely change my life, and again when I chose to spend 6 months in a foreign country learning to become a TM teacher. They're always supporting and encouraging me toward my highest evolution, and I really couldn't do any of this without them. I also want to express my love and gratitude for all of my friends from all ages and stages of my life: Heather, Lexi, Alan, Michael, Roxana, Kennedy, Jim, Pratima, Yulia, Owen, Wendy, Josh, Katya, Lakshmi, and so many others that I'm sure that I'm missing. I just want all of you to know how thankful I am for your presence in my life. I feel so much love for each of you. In his beautiful book, Love and God, Maharishi says that love warms the goal. Sharing your light and your wisdom and your love with me has made this really crazy and really beautiful and really fast-paced ride the time of my life. I couldn't imagine anything better. So, thank you. Jai Gurudev.
There is no one quite like Danny Hitchings. Danny served in the United States Marines for 4 years, during which time he completed 2 tours in Iraq. After his return, he started Transcendental Meditation really in part to cope with PTSD, and consequently found his way to MIU campus, where he completed both a BA and now he's completing an MA degree in Maharishi Vedic Science, also known as Consciousness and Human Potential degree. Throughout his studies, he vigilantly applied the principles of the ideal daily routine like no one I have ever seen before. He signed up for every advanced technique or self-development program that came his way, including most recently the Transcendental Meditation Teacher Training course, which he completed in Thailand. I think it was this past January that he returned. He initiated 15 and also your mother, right? Right. So congratulations, Danny. You are so deserving of this recognition of your commitment to development of consciousness.
Hello, and first off, I want to say thank you, Karen. You've been a good friend and a big supporter of me throughout this journey. As many others and students and faculty that I've met throughout the last 6 years, this journey has been amazing, overcoming a lot of issues that I've had to resolve from when I went to Iraq, and Transcendental Meditation has definitely been the basis for it. And I have to say thank you first to Maharishi, who has given this knowledge not just to me, but the world. And to my TM teacher, Patty Medden, who's a TM teacher in Louisville, Kentucky. and also the faculty, especially the Vedic science professors, starting with Karen Aoki, Dr. Rod Eason, Tom Agnes, and John Hagelin, who was my quantum physics professor, and also the president of the Maharishi University, or Maharishi International University. And some other faculty members I'd like to say thank you to would be Amin Kodair, who's been a good friend and a big support, Scott Walker, Fred Travis, Sue Brown, Rick Gelfin, Bob and Carol Markowitz, who've been very good friends of mine since the beginning, and Dan Wazalewski, and many, many others. I could just keep going on and on. It's been a very interesting ride. I've learned a lot, and the amazing thing that I've learned is that it's not me that just noticed the development. It was people that I had been around my entire life that started to notice a change in me. And now being a transcendental meditation teacher, my whole life has been nothing but service to the community, to my country, and the world. And I want to carry this knowledge out to everybody that I can possibly help with. So thank you.
Thank you, Danny and Alifair. So next, for the presentation of awards to our honors graduates, it's a pleasure to call to the stage our Dean of Faculty, Dr. Vicki Alexander Harriet.
It's my great privilege to introduce to you our honors graduates for 2020. No surprise, leading the list is Nina Zeev, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Nina, if you could come forward, I'll give you the cord that you'll be wearing tomorrow, signifying your honors degree. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Nina, you also get a next, Alifair Turner, magna cum laude and salutatorian. And Emily Torres, cum laude. This is very hard for me because usually I'm giving everybody hugs and I can't do that this year. But I'm very proud of all of our honors students. They've done an outstanding job in their careers at MIU. And I'd like to read the other honors students who won't be participating in graduation physically, but will be participating with us online. Shireen Joseph, summa cum laude. Christina Liriano, summa cum laude. Ashia Fredine, magna cum laude. Sam Winter, magna cum laude. Isabella Sukost Oates, magna cum laude. Tyson Brodale, cum laude. And Lauren Baker, cum laude. Congratulations to all of you.
And now for an announcement of the winners of our annual Senior Project Honors Competition, Dr. Jane Schmidt-Wilk, Dean of Teaching and Learning and Professor of Management.
I don't know about you, but I started tearing up already, and it's just the beginning of the evening. So good evening, President Hagelin, honored trustees, dear graduating students, faculty, family, and friends in our viewing audience. It's my pleasure to announce the winners of this year's Senior Project Honors Competition. Senior Projects challenge students to integrate the parts of knowledge that they've gained in their coursework into a meaningful wholeness of knowledge and experience. Each project represents original individual work structured around a question of interest to the student. Yesterday's competition was the culmination of a series of video conference events. First, the students who completed senior projects this spring were invited to a workshop on strategic messaging given by professional communications coach Jonathan Gordon. Then the students made presentations about their projects to their academic departments, and each department chose a candidate to represent them. On Saturday, the candidates gave their talks to a panel of judges, answered questions, and received feedback. And then yesterday, the candidates presented again to an audience of judges, students, faculty, parents, and friends. Our judges this year were Dr. Ann Stewart Balakir, Professor Emeritus of Art History at the University of South Dakota, Dr. James J. Balakir, Professor Emeritus of English at the University of South Dakota, and Dr. Janet Luft-Mobus, former Professor of Accounting at Pacific Lutheran University, the Evergreen State College, University of Washington, Tacoma, and California State University, San Marcos. Thanks also to Paula Armstrong and Ben McClendon for logistical and technical support. And now to the winners. We had 5 contestants this year and 3 prizes to award. In third place, we have Aisha Fredine from the Department of Cinematic Arts and New Media for her talk titled Creativity During a Time of Uncertainty and Change, which describes her personal transformation captured in a poetic documentary film. Our second place award goes to an online student, Emily Newman, in the BA in Applied Arts and Sciences, for her ambitious vision to seed a sense of community in urban Orange County, California, through a community garden project embedded in timeless principles of the science and technology of consciousness. Our first place award goes to Simone Richard from the on-campus BA in Applied Arts and Sciences for her research paper, situated in Psychology and Gender Studies, titled In Praise of the Sad Girl, in which she explores the limitations and benefits of performative female melancholy. And she smiled while she talked about it. I'd also like to appreciate the work of the two runner-ups. Nina Zeev, an individualized major in sustainability and film, gave us glimpses into the thought and work involved in documenting a fellow student's life journey in a 30-minute documentary titled Bouet, which she directed, filmed, and edited. And Sabrina Ali, Department of Business Administration, shared her business plan for upgrading and modernizing her family's drive-in in Barbados. So thank you, senior presenters, for sharing your work with us, and congratulations on your outstanding achievements.
Thank you, Jane. Our next award is the Veda Vyasa Award, and it will be presented by Dr. Sue Brown, Associate Dean of Academic Programs and Professor of Maharishi Vedic Science.
So this award, which is named after a great sage of the Vedic tradition, Veda Vyasa, is given to doctoral dissertations of exceptional breadth, depth, and practical application. I'm very honoured tonight to present this award to Brandy Carolyn Heyer. Some of you might remember Brandy as Brandy Lee Jacob. Before coming to MIU in 2008 for her MA in Maharishi Vedic Science, Brandy completed a bachelor's degree in cultural anthropology at the University of California at Santa Cruz and worked in education and management. Brandy began her qualitative doctoral research by interviewing leaders of the Transcendental Meditation Organization about their experiences working with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. This oral history work developed into a forward-looking study of principles of knowledge based on deep inner experience of consciousness. Brandy identified knowledge vital to creating new generations of teachers and leaders. I was honoured to be Brandy's advisor throughout her doctoral work. Her dissertation is called Generation After Generation, Maintaining Maharishi's Revival of Vedic Knowledge, an Interpretive Phenomenological Analysis. And Brandy isn't with us tonight, but she sent a video, so we'll hear Brandy's acceptance remarks now. Congratulations, Brandy.
Thank you, Sue, and thank you everyone who is present there in person and connected virtually. I am honored, humbly honored to receive the Veda Vyasa Award. I was so fortunate to be able to conduct research on the pioneering generation, the legacy generation who studied directly with Maharshi, interviewing them and collecting data that served to illustrate for me principles of Maharshi Vedic science, which I've studied over the last decade. And so I'm really honored to receive this award. It was really a joy to write my dissertation, which is always a good sign. And I'm even more thrilled to share that I am working in the same vein as my dissertation, meaning that I am pursuing a career that furthers the conclusions I set forth in my dissertation that had to do with maintaining Maharshi's revival of Vedic knowledge generation after generation. So becoming a teacher of TM and now helping the global organization to perpetuate Maharshi's vision and knowledge throughout time. So this is something very important to me. It's something I'm very passionate about. If you are at MIU, I would suggest that you think about why you've been drawn there. And if you have that seeker in you that is interested in the knowledge, then I would definitely hope you consider all avenues available to you that include study of Maharshi Vedic science in all its different forms, as you are doing as a student there anyway, and that you consider becoming a teacher of transcendental meditation if it's something that calls to you. It's been the most rewarding and fulfilling pursuit that I have ever gone for, and it's been life transforming for me. So thank you very much. I'm very honored. Jai Gurudev.
And now we'll begin the awards from our academic departments, starting first with Applied Arts and Sciences and Dr. Chris Jones, Dean of Assessment and Undergraduate Studies.
Emily Torres is the outstanding student in the on-campus Bachelor of Applied Arts and Science program. In recognition of her indefatigable commitment to her own learning and growth. Emily is the kind of student who not only comes to class, but comes 10 minutes early, sits in the front row, and participates in every conversation. While the seed for this passion for learning was always there, Emily will tell you that it truly blossomed in consciousness-based education. The result is a balanced, thoughtful person who puts herself fully into everything that she does, and we expect will have a big impact on our world. Please join me in congratulating Emily Torres as outstanding student in the on-campus Bachelors of Applied Arts and Sciences. Christina Liriano is an agile coach and trainer for businesses in the greater Tampa.
Hello, fellow graduates, faculty, staff, and family of MIU. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you on this very special day. For me, this is all the more special because I also turned 50 this year. I was afraid of how difficult this might be for me because I thought I couldn't handle the academic demands plus my full-time job and community responsibilities. This journey at MIU started with my TM practice, really a life changer for me. This experience has been absolutely amazing, and our wonderful professors and my fellow students made learning challenging, exciting, and fun. I couldn't be more grateful for everything I've learned and how much I've grown here. For my younger fellow graduates, I want to tell you that you can do anything you set out to do. We can do anything we set our minds to, and in this liminal time for the world, let's all bring the light that we gain through consciousness to others for human progress and the healing we so desperately need. Stay curious and open to the wonders of the world and never stop learning. Be well, my friends.
Emily. And now we'll hear from Emily Torres.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for having this special ceremony. I want to thank the university for helping me excel in so many ways, not just academically, but spiritually. I want to thank my professors, my friends, and my family for believing in me and seeing my potential even when I could not see it. I want to thank Dan Wasilewski for helping me to get my cities. It really just transformed my life in so many ways. I want to thank Janet Sussman for being my spiritual mentor and teaching me the most valuable lessons of being humble and having the courage to love in the face of all hardships. And most importantly, I want to thank my mom and dad for supporting my academics and loving me, even if sometimes they don't understand everything that Maharishi University has to offer. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Emily. And now turning to the business department and beginning with David Weissman, Professor of Management.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to present the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award from the Business Department to Riley Ross. Unfortunately, Riley couldn't be here tonight, but he's been a great student. I've known him for over 3 years. He's been in 2 of my classes. Those of you who know Riley know he has a keen intellect, is very creative, is a good citizen, and makes each class better with his participation. Riley embodies the bliss value of creative intelligence. He has an unusual and great sense of humor. And he also embodies the growth value of creative intelligence, as Riley is extremely dedicated to self-improvement, and I've seen him grow in many ways over these years. So would you please join me in congratulating Riley Ross, the outstanding undergraduate student from the Business Department. Thank you.
And now I'll welcome back to the podium Dr. Vicki Alexander, Dean of Faculty and Professor of Management.
It is my pleasure tonight to give the award for Outstanding MBA Student in the track of accounting to David Solomon Samuel, the graduate student who has displayed continued dedication to knowledge of the science of creative intelligence in the field of business administration in SAP Finance. David, your ability to pursue knowledge with enthusiasm, intelligence, and imagination is acknowledged by all the faculty who have had the honor of teaching you. It has been an inspiration and joy to have you live and study at Maharishi International University. Congratulations.
I'm glad I could breathe some fresh air without the mask. I'm delighted to be with you all at this award ceremony today, and I'm particularly humbled by the honor bestowed upon me and share this amazing time with you. To me, this graduation is a dream come true. Way back in 2017, inspired by a book where I realized there's anything that stands between you and your dream is the willpower. And decide to leave behind everything and follow my passion come to MIU to pursue my MBA. I found the genuine generosity, kindness, and helpfulness of the university faculty and staff to have been an immeasurable benefit for me to enjoy and prosper in my university activity. That's exactly what I realized. For my achievement, it's not just a one-man show. It's more than that. It's a combined effort. So I like to bring all the people who have been working hard behind the scenes to help me achieve this. I'd like to thank the following people for helping me reach this important milestone in my life. I wish to express my sincere appreciation to MBA Director Naveed Abbasi, who has instilled me with the world-class skills. I acknowledge the support of Professor Andrew Bergerstock and Professor Bill Graff to draw the best qualities from me, which has proved monumental towards my academic success. To gain the maximum from my time at the university, and this has given me a very important life lesson to always be open and alert to how I can help others, because that is the true skill of leadership. That's been a true learning experience for me. Also wish to acknowledge the support and great love of my family, my wife, my kids, and my dear mom. She kept asking me when I'm going to get graduate. Unfortunately, I lost her at the beginning of this year. I believe that she's somewhere here watching me. They kept me going on, and my graduation would not be possible without their input and sacrifice. Thank you.
Continuing with the business department, Dr. Ayako Wang, Professor of Management.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight is my honor to presenting this year's Outstanding MBA Student Award to Diane St. Ange. Diane has a beautiful heart and brilliant mind, and her generous spiritualities with excellence of academic excellence is among a lot of her quality of leadership. She understands that the simple transcending makes pure consciousness easy to find, and she knows how to find it. When I'm thinking of Diane, I'm thinking of this quote by Maharishi. May we all be grateful for it, every day. Knowing what you want, praying when you want it, and decide what you want to do it. Figure your plan of action, follow through on it, and never doubt. We admire those who aspire to live in this way, as Diane has in her life. So let's welcome Diane with our big round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. I am grateful to MIU for providing this amazing opportunity. It's allowed me to expand my knowledge both professionally and spiritually. I deeply thank Maharishi Mahesh Yogi for the gift of TM and the TM program, city program. I'm thankful to my family, my close friends, those that I love, for supporting me, believing in me, and helping me to realize my dreams. My gratitude to my TM teachers and my MIU professors. Your incredible knowledge all along the way has just been absolutely inspirational. And of course, I want to thank my fellow students. Thank you all for making this experience that much better. I am completely honored to be a part of the MIU community, and I thank you.
And now Dr. Scott Harriet, Provost and Professor of Management.
It's my great pleasure to present the Outstanding MBA Student Award for the Evening Weekend Track Program to Tyler Wilfley. Tyler, can you come up here, join me at a suitable distance from the podium? And here, you may take this flower here while I make a few words of introduction to Tyler. Tyler was my student in an MBA course where he learned how to measure the sustainability of an organization. Tyler will remember this. Our course project was to evaluate the sustainability of Maharishi International University using the STARS system, Sustainability Tracking and Rating System, which is created by the Association for the Advancement of Sustainability in Higher Education, a national organization. So imagine Tyler's surprise when I handed him a 300-page manual for the STARS system and said, "Tyler, take this and learn it." And he just dove into it and quickly learned the sections of the manual that his team of MBA students was responsible for in doing their reporting on the university. Tyler showed initiative and leadership in working with his team to do the data collection and the analysis for their sections of the report. Tyler is truly a remarkable individual, and so you can see why I was thrilled to hear that he would get the Outstanding MBA Student Award. Let me now present to you Tyler Wilfley. Tyler?
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. To hear those words from a man of your caliber is truly humbling, so thank you very much. So before I showed up here last September, I was essentially a tree farmer in Thailand, and I never honestly thought I would get the chance to get an MBA, and I certainly didn't expect to grow as much as I know I have over the course of these last 2 years. So I just wanted to take this chance to express my deepest appreciation and gratitude to a couple people in particular that have made this experience especially meaningful, and really just for this university for taking a chance on me. So first, to my advisor, Ayako, for supporting me, for taking the time to answer all of my annoying questions, and for straight up keeping it real. I honestly have a tremendous amount of respect for everything you do here, so thank you so much for everything you've done for me. Professor Sabita, you were my first and last professor, and as much as you've taught me about marketing and lean management, you've taught me far more about the great characteristics of a truly great teacher, and it's given me something greater to strive for in my own pursuit as a teacher in the future. And Dr. Steve McClaskey, for as much as you have taught me about what to do in farming, you've taught me far more about how to be as a person, and I can never honestly truly thank you enough for that. So I really look forward to working with you in the future, so thank you. And I just wanted to close by saying that I'm truly grateful and excited for the opportunity to stay here and actually be a part of this community and to contribute to the home of consciousness-based education. So thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. The doctoral award for the department will be presented now by Dr. Dennis Heaton, Dean of the College of Business and Professor of Management.
The outstanding graduating student for the PhD in Management for 2020 is Shuwei Xing. Shuwei was part of the MUM MBA student team that finished first in the global CAPSIM online business simulation competition in 2014. While a PhD student, she served as a graduate instructor teaching courses on managerial accounting via distance education to students at the Maharishi Invincibility Institute in South Africa. Shuwei's research on ethnic tourism in Hainan, China was featured in MIU Achievements in 2017. That research is now being published in a book on humanistic tourism. In that Achievements article, she said, "TM makes me more relaxed by releasing my stress so I can focus on studying and getting along well with my friends." Her friendly personality was a key factor in the success of her interview-based field research. Here is her recorded acceptance talk.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vienna. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to my advisor, Dr. Dennis Heaton, for his continuous support, compassion, encouragement, patience, and immense knowledge toward the completion of my PhD. Without his support, I would not be where I am now. In addition to my advisor, I would like to thank the rest of my Synthesis Committee, Dr. Jim Felchard, Dr. Rincha Thompson, and Dr. Murad Malek-Azami, for their insightful comments and encouragements. My sincere thanks also goes to Dr. Maxwell Rinfors for guiding me on the right path of evolution, also to Dr. Wendy Kavan and Dr. Debbie Hamshen, who helped improve my writing and share their passion, courage, and love. Moreover, I want to thank the faculty and staff of MIU for their dedication in maintaining consciousness-based education. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my parents, especially my mom, for supporting me sequentially throughout the writing of the thesis and in my life in general. Thank you.
Our next department is Cinematic Arts, and the award will be presented by Stuart Tanner, Professor of Cinematic Arts and New Media.
The Cinematic Arts and New Media Department is delighted to present the Outstanding Student Award for the BA to Aisha Fradeen. Aisha is the perfect student. In every course she took, she dedicated herself to gaining the skills and knowledge she needed to realize her creative vision. During her second year, Aisha won the Award of Achievement at the 2019 Iowa Motion Picture Awards for her film about the artist Chad Starling, and then worked as assistant director on the Fairfield History series. She's produced an impressive portfolio of work that shines in every area of creativity. Aisha is a great team leader and a supporting and uplifting presence for her fellow students. We know she has a very bright future, and we are sorry to see her go. Bliss is Aisha's middle name, and she certainly exemplifies that.
Hello, everyone. I wish I could be there with you all. I am incredibly honored to be receiving this award. For the past 3 years, the Cinematic Arts and New Media Department has really been like a second home to me, and the students and faculty have been like a second family. And the teachers really did look out for us as if we were family. Like how Cody Olivas would tell us to not show up in class in our pajamas. Amin Qadir would come into the studios on Sundays and tell us to go home and get some sleep for once. And Stuart Tanner would always be there to tell us to hurry up and believe in ourselves. But all jokes aside, the faculty in this department have really been incredible mentors to me, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I learned so much more than just technical skills, and we would be here all night if I tried to list out all of the life lessons and profound knowledge that they've passed on to me throughout my time here. I have so much respect for them, and also for the creative work that they themselves do, and that is why it means so much to me that they would pick me to be receiving this award. You all have given me so much, and as my way of saying thank you, I promise to go out into the world and make you proud. Thank you.
And now from the Computer Science Department, beginning with Dr. Paul Carrazza, Department Co-Chair and Professor of Computer Science.
It is my absolute pleasure to introduce the Computer Science Students Award to Muhammad Rizki from Morocco. Muhammad achieved a top GPA of 4 in our graduating class. He attended my modern web application class back in 2018 and I remember his impressive attitude, respect, politeness, and amazing level of intellect and skills. Muhammad was the first in class to get ready for meditation, and he has a perfect morning meditation attendance. He's that one student that every teacher wishes for to have. You deserve this award, Muhammad. Congratulations.
My fellow graduates, I'm so honored to be given this opportunity before you all today, and I would like to take a moment on behalf of myself, my fellow graduate, to thank the people who support us to be here today, starting by our parents, family, friends, professors, and the university. I would like also to remember all of our classmates and professors who are not with us today. This is extraordinary moments in the history of humanity. All at once, we are grappling with a public health crisis that's claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, an economic shock that forces us to adapt on the fly, and social upheaval that challenges all of us to think and act differently, which is one of the reasons that makes me talking to you via the screen and not face to face. And let me tell you a small story of mine. I still remember in October 2018, just 5 months from starting my courses in campus at Fairfield, Iowa, I got a 3 a.m. call with the news that my father passed away. I couldn't think of anything except I should drop off everything, go back home, support my family, as I am the elder brother. I was about to book the flights for the next day and everything, then I received another call from my uncle. He says, and I quote, "We are here in place doing all what we have to do the same, stay where you are and do what you have to do." Well, dear uncle, I got news for you. Finally, to all of graduates, I wish you all the best of the best. Good luck and congratulations, graduate 2019-2020.
And now from Myrtala Mukadam, Associate Chair and Professor of Computer Science.
Good evening, everyone. Today I feel very happy and proud to announce the name of my dear student Shang Gao for the award of Outstanding Graduating CS Student for this year. Shang is from China and he attended my Big Data Technology class back in March 2018 block. I still remember his bright and alert presence in the class. He was asking all the right questions and totally impressed me with his intellect. Today he is graduating with a GPA of 3.94 and at the same time he has scored more than 100% in TM attendance. Well done, Shang. I am so proud of you. Congratulations and wish you all the success in life.
Shang is not here tonight, so we're happy to accept the award on Shang's behalf. The next award from the Computer Science Department will be presented by Obina Kalu, Professor of Computer Science.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and I'm happy to be here physically representing Computer Science Department. And so one of our outstanding graduating students is Amer Malas. So he was amongst the 85 students that were in the Compro entry of October 2017, and he stood out almost from day one. His poise, his confidence, his friendliness. He was one of the most active students in the first course of Science and Technologies of Consciousness, which I was the teaching assistant of. And then he had great leadership abilities, and he went on to serve as the student president, the Compro representative in the student government. He performed excellently academically, scoring a perfect GPA of 4.0. And he actually voluntarily came back on campus just recently, last February, and shared his experience at his workplace at Amazon with a group of over 150 students. So it is with great pleasure that I recognize Amer Malas as one of our outstanding graduates from the Department of Computer Science.
Hi, my name is Amer Malas. I am a Compro student. Thank you very much for selecting me for this award. I am truly honored and grateful. I would like to thank my teachers, the university staff, and my fellow students, and everybody who made my journey possible. This opportunity was not only the best thing happened for me for my career development, but also on the personal development side. In the past, I used to think that being successful requires sacrificing the personal well-being. Thanks to the consciousness-based education, I know now that we can be equally successful and also take care of ourselves and living the life of the 200%.
And now we'll move to the English Creative and Professional Writing Department, and the award will be presented by Dr. Ben McClendon, Composition Program Director and Professor of Creative Writing and Rhetoric.
It is my great honor to represent the Creative and Professional Writing Program in presenting Danny Hillman with our award for Outstanding Student of the Year. Danny Hillman's enthusiasm and hard work go well beyond the past academic year. Her leadership and dedication for the literary magazine, Metaphor, transformed hard work into an enlivening experience for all. In class, she has always been motivated by her own learning while helping to enrich learning for her classmates. But what impresses me most about Danny is her poetry. With talent and grace far beyond her years, Danny writes of the experience of being a woman in a life that crosses borders, focusing on the common humanity we share in a way that invites others to join her in working for a better world. Congratulations, Danny.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your kind introduction, Ben. It truly is an honor to be recognized by the amazing cohort of writers and professionals that is the English department. I recognize this accomplishment as my own, but it truly is a testament to their devotion to the students, as well as their passion, which they pass on to all of us. In this moment, all I feel is gratitude towards them, towards the university that has fostered my growth, and to the amazing community of which I've been blessed to belong for the last 4 years. This award reflects my love for writing, but also for this place and all of you. Thank you so much.
Next department is the Individualized Major, and the award will be presented by Amin Kuder, Chair of the Department of Cinematic Arts and New Media.
It's my honor today to present the Individualized Major Outstanding Student Award to Nina Ziv. Nina is our valedictorian, so it's extra triple the award. Nina makes big things happen, and she does so with compassion, determination, and poise. When COVID hit, she was one of the first people to start making masks for the Fairfield Hospital and for our MIU community. And through her time, she's blossomed into a talented filmmaker and producer. Her incredibly kind and generous spirit improves the lives of all those who come to know her. She's very quiet, but she has a lot to give. And just ask Boy Tang, the subject of her incredibly ambitious documentary. Through this project, Nina is working to reconnect Boy with his biological family after 20 years of separation due to the war in South Sudan. Through this film, Nina is making Boy and his family's dream a reality. After COVID, they're planning a trip to Ethiopia to reconnect the families. So congratulations, Nina. We're all very, very proud of you.
Thank you. First, I would like to second everything that Aisha said before. I don't think I can express in words the amount of gratitude that I feel for the faculty and staff in the Cinematic Arts and Media Department. Those people gave whatever they could to support me and my fellow classmates in any way and any time. Thank you, Amin, Kuder, Cody, Olivas, Stuart, Tanner, Hamleta Kalel. I actually didn't write their last names because we're like friends. And previously, also Gareth Bell and Todd McGinley for your big hearts and continuous support. Nothing would have happened if it wasn't for you. I also want to thank my brother Bwai and my brother Nahum Abagaz for being through the time with me. And also thank Aisha Fredin for being the best classmate and best friend. Also to the Sustainable Living Department and faculty and staff for their support and care. To Kari Betty, Sam James, Phil Hawes, Roald Gunderson, Scott Balloon, Heather, her last name, she has one, Rick Ryersey, and John Collins. And lastly, my sense of safety and most fundamental support team, my family. And thank you for this institution. I had a blast. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. So now we'll turn to the Maharishi Vedic Science Department, beginning with Dr. Fred Travis, Dean of the Graduate School, Department Chair and Professor of Maharishi Vedic Science.
I'm pleased, on behalf of Maharishi Vedic Science Department, to give the Outstanding Student Award for the on-campus MA program to Ashley Page. Ashley is silence in motion. She was quiet in class, observing and thinking deeply. And then at the end of the day, her end-of-session reviews were fresh, witty, charming, and deep, all at the same time. In her capstone paper, she talked about playing in the mud with a friend. And then she quoted Einstein, quote, "Creativity is intelligence having fun." This is the essence of Ashley. She's highly creative, highly intelligent, and always having fun. Ashley plans to stay in Fairfield and work as a writer. We're happy that you continue to be with us, Ashley, and we look forward to seeing what you will produce. Thank you.
Thank you all. This past year has been a wonderful experience. I've so enjoyed getting to learn and implement Vedic knowledge into my own life. And from this year, I've been better able to understand my own self and what Maharishi called the inseparable connection between the individual and the universe, the threads that connect us to everyone and everything. Thank you to the faculty and staff who embodied this knowledge and made this journey possible. And thank you to my own friends and family who supported me along the way. I am grateful.
The Department of Maharishi Vedic Science is pleased to present the Outstanding Student Award for the online master's program to Michelle Hengold. In addition to being a wife and mother, Michelle was the CEO for 12 and a half years of a very successful medical practice that she and her husband founded in Pensacola, Florida, and has over 70 employees. Just over 3 years ago, on her birthday, Michelle learned the Transcendental Meditation technique while in Hawaii. Within a few months after that, she decided to enroll in the master's program in Maharishi Vedic Science, where she used her organizational and scholarly skills to become a straight A student. Michelle took full advantage of the online format and made solid contributions to the forum discussions and weekly webinars. Her faculty found her to be super intelligent, super enthusiastic, and an ideal student in every way.
Thank you. It's an honor to receive this award today. I want to start by thanking Stella Vera Kilcher, who was my Transcendental Meditation teacher. If it was not for her, teaching me and then bringing me to the Raj, I would have never come to Fairfield and met so many wonderful people. She introduced me to Dr. Agnes, and he encouraged me to take a couple of courses in the master's program and also to attend the rotating university in India, which was an absolute delight. And then he introduced me to Dr. Travis, who did my EEG coherence and made me very interested to find out all of the research behind Maharshi's philosophy for consciousness and human potential. And studying was amazing, and all of my professors were wonderful. And I want to give a special shout out to Dr. V.G. Hobbs, who really pushed me to be my best. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of my professors. And this was really a highlight of my life, and I'm very grateful to be here. And I plan on sharing this knowledge and Maharshi's wisdom with everyone that I meet in the future. Thank you.
And the doctoral award for the department will be presented by Dr. V.G. Hobbs, Professor of Maharshi Vedic Science and Sanskrit.
Hello, everyone. It is a great pleasure to present the Maharshi Vedic Science PhD Outstanding Student Award to Patricia Saunders. Patricia's research investigated the effect of reading the Vedic literature in Sanskrit alongside regular practice of the Transcendental Meditation and the TMCD program on the development of consciousness. Her dissertation wonderfully presents outstanding and wide-ranging results. It proficiently delineates her profound experiences as identifiable features of fulfillment experienced in higher states of consciousness, a predicted outcome described in Maharshi Vedic Science. It also provides substantial and concrete evidence in support of the theory to create greater fulfillment in daily life through this program. This research is therefore a valuable contribution to knowledge within this discipline. Many congratulations, Patricia.
So thank you, VG, for those very, very kind words and also very interesting explanation of my research, which saves me having to do so now. It's a great honor for me to receive this award from a university that I've always considered to be very special and very unique on so many different levels. And I'd like to begin by thanking Maharishi for introducing his Reading the Vedic Literature program to MIU, and of course to Dr. V.G. Hobbs, my dissertation advisor, who really went the extra mile to help me reach the point where I am now. And actually, without her help, I don't think I would be here, I wouldn't be standing here now. And I want to thank my committee, Doctors Tom Eganis, Jane Schmidt-Wilk, and Robert Heron, for their encouragement and support and bravery in reading my dissertation more than once. And also to the Maharshi Vedic Science Department, and of course Dr. Fred Travis. And I want to thank them for all their help and encouragement and patience they've shown me over the years. And finally, I just want to say to anybody out there who may be looking to study something meaningful, to consider coming to MIU and taking a degree here or doing a degree online, and especially in the Maharshi Vedic Science Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. So earlier this evening, we somehow skipped over the undergraduate award in computer science. So if our AV team upstairs can regroup on the fly. I believe it's video number 8 and 9, I think. Ann Dow is presenting, chair of our math department, to Benjamin Farron. If you've got those videos queued, maybe we could catch those now. Thank you, guys.
Hello, this is Ann Dow. I'm the chair of the Department of Mathematics and also the program director for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. It's with the greatest pleasure that the Department of Computer Science presents the Outstanding Student Award for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science to Benjamin Farron. Ben is a joy to have in class. He's quietly focused and rises above difficulties by finding answers within himself. He aims to understand topics deeply, not satisfied with just getting by. His senior project was therefore outstanding. He deeply appreciates the role of transcendental meditation in his studies and in his life. Ben will go far in his career, and we encourage him to continue to aim for the highest. We congratulate him on his high level of achievement, both in his studies and in his life. Thank you. Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you very much for this award. I learned a lot during my 2.5 years at MUM, but it was also so challenging that I'm still surprised that I even graduated at all. So when I say this is an unexpected honor, I really mean it. I'd like to thank Ann Dow for all the support she gave me as my advisor, and I would also like to thank Professor Kalu, Professor Shrestha, and Professor Levitsky for their classes. In addition to the faculty, I'd like to thank the students who helped me along the way, including Nena, Betty, Zinash, and Abdul. Without all of you, I definitely wouldn't be here. And I wish I could have told you how much it means to me in person, but this will have to do. So thank all of you for your help and support.
And now we turn to the Department of Physiology and Health, and I'd like to introduce by video Dr. Paul Moorhead, Associate Dean of the College of Integrative Medicine.
It's my pleasure to present this year's Outstanding Student Award for the MS in Maharishi Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine to Carol Paredes. Carol is an experienced therapist, grandmother, technical wizard, programmer, and an exceptional student. She has a passion for knowledge, especially for how to help people. And so now this is her calling. She let her grandchildren know when she began the program that she intended to get an A in every course in this program. And she has. We knew she was someone special when in the first year she wrote an illustrated story about the subdivisions of the 3 controlling principles of the physiology, Vata-Pitta-Kapha, illustrations and characters and such subtle knowledge of the interrelationships of these fine mechanics of physiology. We knew there was something special there. Now she can tell her family that she is our outstanding student for the year, and she'll also be joining us as a teaching assistant in our program next year to help us manage 100 new students next year in the fall semester. So congratulations, Carol, you have done it.
Thank you so much for this lovely award. But there are people in this room that are far more outstanding than I am. Dr. Paul Moorhead, we are pretty sure that there's more than one of you running around campus because that's the only way you could be accomplishing all the things that you're accomplishing for all of your students. Thank you. It's been an honor to be your student over the last 3 years. Bhaja Manohar, where would we be without your never-ending patience and guidance and knowledge? Thank you for everything that you shared with me. And I do know that I've got a lot more to learn. I've got this much knowledge compared to yours. Dr. Jim Davis, Dr. Jim Brooks, all the wonderful doctors and professors that have brought this program together, and all the wonderful teaching assistants. Each and every one of you is outstanding, and that's what makes this program outstanding. Thank you. And most of all, thanks to the Maharishi, who brought this knowledge forward so that we could all share it with the world. Thank you.
And now from the Sustainable Living Department, we'll hear first from Dr. Steve McClaskey, Professor of Regenerative Organic Agriculture.
Kelly Kretschmar came to MIU with an interest in art. But when she started in the Regenerative Organic Agriculture program, she was hooked. Kelly has been outstanding in every aspect of the program, demonstrating clear understanding of concepts in class and quickly honing her skills in the field. She saw what needed to be done and took responsibility for it. When we gave Kelly a project, we knew it would be done well. Now she has a job at Soil Technologies, a sustainable agriculture business here in Fairfield, and it's with great pleasure and pride that we give Kelly this award.
Thank you. I am so honored to accept this award. I want to thank all of the faculty and staff of the Sustainable Living Department, of course, Dr. Steve. I want to thank Heather Walden, Scott Vaughn, my permaculture teacher. I want to thank Rick. I want to thank Yashu, Dr. Tamaya. I would also want to thank the farm crew, again, Dr. Steve, Yael, Chris Johnson, and Tyler. This has been such a great journey. I had no idea it could be so much fun getting a college degree. So thank you so much.
And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Tejasvi Sharma, Professor of Energy Systems.
The Sustainable Living Department is pleased to give the Outstanding Student Award to Brittany Butler. Brittany completed her undergraduate studies with an emphasis in sustainable energy. She worked on a wide range of classroom and community-based projects, such as building batteries, working on an electric tractor, and various solar projects. Throughout all these endeavors, Brittany has shown leadership, grit, and constant dedication. Her passion for sustainable energy led her to intern at Ideal Energy as a design engineer, where she quickly rose to lead projects. Brittany has accepted a full-time position from Ideal Energy and will continue to head design projects after her graduation. On behalf of the Sustainable Living Department, we congratulate you on your achievement, and we wish you the very best on a really bright future. Congratulations, Brittany.
I'm really honored to receive this award tonight. Coming to school here and living here in Fairfield for the past couple of years has been one of the best experiences of my life for sure. Fun, beautiful, transformative. And now I feel like I have some skills and building blocks going forward that I didn't have before I got here, and I'm just so grateful for my teachers and the staff and the faculty and everybody that makes it happen here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly and Brittany. And now it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the podium the president of Maharishi International University, Dr. John Hagelin.
Good evening. This has been an amazing experience, as always. Graduation week is a triumphant culmination of, in most cases, years of very dedicated, very focused work and achievement. And for reasons that I think are quite obvious to everybody who is tuned in, we are very, very proud of our students for so many reasons. But I think particularly this historic year of 2020, our students have endured relatively joyfully some unique challenges and have risen to those challenges, have shown great compassion and concern for their fellow students and their community by taking steps to keep our community of students, faculty, and staff 100% safe so far in this still continuing pandemic. I hope we'll be able to say that a month from now. But that's an achievement, and everybody here on the stage, everybody across this whole campus has contributed to that. We were one of the relative few universities in Iowa that has been functioning throughout this. We had no choice. For most of our students are independent students, a lot of graduate students, foreign students for whom this is their legal home. So there's no question of closing the university. This is their home. They didn't have another one to go to, nor a flight they could catch out of the country to go somewhere else. And I'm so glad we did, because all of these students have, as you've seen, made tremendous continuing progress, which would have been interrupted. But we are therefore particularly proud of this group. And this group is representative of the whole student body, undergraduate and graduate, and we are proud, very proud of them all. Just incredible people, unique students. And sometimes we ask ourselves, where do they come from? Where do you find students like this? And I'm talking to the answer to that question. I'm speaking now to the parents of all of our students all over the world. And I'm so glad that despite the restrictions of COVID, we're actually enjoying this celebration of our student achievements with the largest audience we've ever had, thanks to technology. So in a sense, this is really doubly fulfilling and a first, and I thank everybody who's made that possible. Something is very special in all of our students that draws them to a university dedicated to something quite unique in the world. Education for enlightenment, higher education for higher consciousness. And once you know what that means, it's a fairly powerful and almost obvious goal of what education should be. But if you're not so familiar with it, it's going to seem quite strange, because there's no other university in the world that aims for that or claims that. So some special spark deep in the heart and soul of all of our students drew them here. It's not the Iowa weather, not even necessarily the Iowa scenery. You need a microscope to find Fairfield, Iowa on a map. It was something deeper that drew these students here. And that special spark is what, for example, kept me here. And this is now my 38th year here. Came for a 2-year sabbatical from Stanford and could not leave. And this weekend is, in a sense, sweet and filled with joy, but a little bit bittersweet, because most of these individuals on this stage, many at least and many others, will be leaving us to pursue great things, which is, of course, great. And that's the reason this university exists. That's the reason we all chose this profession of many, mostly more remunerative choices, because we wanted to be a guide. We wanted to teach, and we wanted to help young people achieve great potential for themselves and for the world that desperately needs leadership today. You've seen the fruits of that, and it's just the beginning, a spark for students who are going to go on to do great things. They have such leadership, such purity, such charisma, such naturalness, such charm that they can't help but be successful. And again, where does that all come from? It comes from you, the parents, who firstly gave birth to these gems on earth, so that says something about you genetically, but it's the raising, the nurturing, something in you must have inspired that spark in them of achievement, of service to the world, of taking new and bold directions, of accomplishing something great, of achieving something great internally in their lives, through the growth of consciousness, the unfoldment of their full potential. That all comes from somewhere, and of course, a lot of that is in the individuality of the students themselves, but the parents have an inevitable and indelible and absolutely instrumental effect on all of this. So when I say we are proud, we as faculty, we do like to take some responsibility, which has been so generously poured back upon us by all of these wonderful students this evening. But the parents deserve much more of that praise and have done much more for these wonderful young people and young leaders. And so it is really my greatest joy of this evening, of this special night of each year, to give an award of thanks to all the parents of all these students for the children you created and raised, for the blessing for them to come here, which I know for some seems like an unusual place to go. It's not Boston. It's not Stanford, California. It's Fairfield, Iowa. But a beautiful and fortunately safe place, and just somehow happens to be the place where this spark of education was born for the world, conceived by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of this university, a great sage and seer, a great wise and loving and profound human being, and created this spark, and that's the spark that drew us all here. And we are, again, so proud of these students, but we are very proud and very grateful to all the parents for your key role in tonight and everything that led to tonight by giving us these very, very beautiful young students and now future leaders of our world that will be going forth after tomorrow with their earned degrees. So, great thanks and great respect to all the parents of all the students for a lifetime of work and dedication that you each have given to the precious souls that are with us here on stage and across this campus at this time of celebration. Have a very good night, and to close, I'll ask Rod to come back.
Thank you, Dr. Hagelin. We're going to try and play catch-up one more time, and we're going to go back to the Alumni Distinction and Service Award, which is going to be presented by Paul Stockstead, Director of Alumni Relations.
Our Alumni Award goes to Shane Zisman, a 2003 MUM graduate who went on to earn a law degree at Vermont Law School. He later worked as a program officer with Earth Open Source, a nonprofit organization that challenged the use of pesticides, artificial fertilizer, and genetically modified organisms in agriculture. He also worked for Global ID Group, where he helped to establish a certification program to verify that soy grown in Eastern Europe was free of GMOs, ensuring that growers used fair labor practices and were compliant with European law. Recently, he's been working with Bill Goldstein as the MIU Assistant General Counsel.
Hi, my name is Shane Zisman, and I wanted to thank MIU for honoring me with this Alumni Award. My experience as an undergrad at MIU have helped provide a foundation that has guided my professional life from a place of purpose and meaning, and that has allowed me to stay true to the values of who I am. Thank you, MIU, for this wonderful award.
How about a very nice, warm round of applause for all of our outstanding students, those who are here in Dalby Hall with us tonight and those at a distance. I'd also like to give a thanks and shout out to everybody who played a role in making this event so successful this evening. Our audiovisual team, Shiraz, Joel, and Jesse, Tom, Gilberto, everybody who played a part in putting this together. It's quite an undertaking, and the first time we've done this with a live stream. And except for a couple of little glitches that were probably my fault, it came across, I think, pretty good. Yeah? I'd also like to thank Ray and Celine in the Student Life Department, Shreya for helping us here tonight, Arla for the beautiful flowers, everybody that had a hand in putting this event together. And we've got another event coming up tomorrow. Our commencement exercises will be awarding degrees to 400 students, more than 400 actually, and that will take place also here in Dalby Hall. It'll start tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. A link to the live stream, both YouTube and Zoom, has already been sent out to many of our distribution lists. If you haven't gotten it yet, you can go to our website, miu.edu. Probably a couple of hours before the event tomorrow, the links will be posted there in a prominent way, so you can tune in and join us tomorrow as we celebrate the culmination of academic success for our wonderful graduating students. Thank you very much for joining us tomorrow. We'll look forward to seeing you, or tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.